Hey everyone, welcome back to Stitchy Vicky Creations. Today on Process to Product Friday, I've got a fun, eco-friendly project to share with you. A reusable grocery tote made from upcycled livestock feed bags. I'll walk you through how to turn these sturdy, colorful bags into something practical and stylish, perfect for reducing waste and keeping your groceries secure. Let's dive in. Hi, welcome to my craft room. Today I'm going to show you how to make a feed bag tote for your groceries or for anything else that you need to tote. Let's get started. The materials I'm going to use today is the fabric, which we'll cut, and I'll give you the dimensions in a little bit. We have this ruler that I really like to use the best. I don't use pencils like this, but you may want to. I always have my seam ripper nearby too. We're going to need stick pins so I can pin things together. Whatever your favorite cutting tools are. I like this for cutting fabrics. This one sometimes too. It just depends on what I'm doing. You're definitely going to need a feed bag, of course. And the ribbon, we'll get that cut off in inches. Also, I can't remember what it was offhand, but when we go through, I'll get the dimensions as we go along and put them on the screen for you. So, in this thing right here, you don't need, this is just an extra thing I found yesterday in my drawer that I thought I can add to just kind of dress up the bag a little bit more. So the first thing we're going to need to do is measure off the fabric. So the first thing you do is you have your bag, and you of course you clean it out really well. This has been cleaned out, and it's also one of the things that has been in storage for several years. So I just wanted to put it right side out so you can see that I chose it because I really like this picture of the barn, and it says cleaned grains. I don't know, just because it says cleaned, I get the impression that it projects it's cleaner than it's rather just not just a feed bag. So what we'll do is we'll turn this inside out. All right, so it's inside out the way we're going to need it for a while. Now we'll take this. Because the fabric is big enough, we're just going to have to fold it around. So we'll take a measurement so that you'll know exactly what you would need. So this bag is 20 inches when it's folded in like this. So it would be 40 inches around. Now you're going to have to add a seam allowance to that of 1/4 of an inch. So just add your 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to add I'm going to make it a 1/2 inch because I want it to be super secure. So we'll add a 1/2 inch extra. So now I'm going to need 20 and a half. So 41 this way. And this way, it measures. Now, this measurement will always be kind of different. Oops, you can't even see what I'm doing. It will always be kind of different based on how the bag was cut. So, but this one particularly is, okay, well, we're just going to say that it's 21 because that would give me, no, we're going to make it 21 and 1/4. Anyways, this is how I do it to measure it anyways. I know that this material is wide enough and big enough. And here are the raw edges. So I could actually just fold this in half and cut it this way, but I'm not going to do it that way. I'm going to use one of the raw edges as part of my inseam. So this is how I tug. Seems pretty secure here. That's 21 and a half. That's about where I want it to be. Make sure that it's straight. I'll set this aside while I sew this. After you make your seam, you're going to want to turn the pattern side out so that it will be visible on the inside of your bag. And now you'll take the bag and slide it inside the sleeve that you just sewed. It's always like that. So now you match it up, and then I'm going to make my 2 seams at the bottom for extra security, and I'll get back to you and show you that when I'm done. The next step after sewing my 2 seams on the bottom is to make the corners so that the bag will stand up. And you do that by creating the angle. Angle like this, and measure over. I'm going to measure over 2.5 inches. Make a line here, and I'm going to sew this on both sides, and I'll show you that when I'm done. Now that you've stitched your bottom and cut your corners, it's time to turn the bag right side out. Now for the straps, I cut 2 straps at 36 inches. I'll set one aside here really quick, and I'll show you. You want to make sure that it is going to hang right, that it's not twisted. So as you can see here, like so. The first thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to pin this first, because I'm going to need to fold it again, and I want to make sure this is secure in there first before I make the next fold. And I'm going to want to do this for both sides, and I'll show you when I'm done. So now it's pinned on the straps there. They kind of match up. I think it looks pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to want to run a seam. I'm going to start with a seam up here all the way around, and then a seam down here all the way around to really secure it into place also. So I'll show you that after I get done doing that. So here I have done both 2 seams all the way across. This isn't exactly how it was shown to me, but I like to take the material and fold it over the top to add a little bit more accent. So this is what it looks like. Clean lines for the straps here, and if you want to see inside, there's the stitching, here's the corners. Thanks for joining me today on Process to Product Friday. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this upcycled feed bag tote. Let me know in the comments if you tried this project or if you plan to. I'd love to hear how it turned out for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a project. And be sure to join me on Monday when we will be sewing a fun and easy Halloween pillowcase. It's a quick project to add a festive touch to your home. See you then!